What's up, YouTubers? I'm back. TA Entertainment. I'm gonna dive right in today, and I just want to mention. I see a lot of people that blame their downfalls on the upbringing. Hold on, I want to put this in a different term so you guys understand it, and I don't want to seem like my videos have been put on repeat. This is actually like each video has its own topic. I try to stay within the topic as much as I can, but this topic today is specifically about when people blame their loved ones or a close acquaintances that are I want to say more successful but not or more well off for not bailing them out of their troubles that they put them in. Let me first off say nobody owes you shit. Nobody's gonna give you shit because you got to get that shit by yourself. It's just that people don't want to give you what they worked hard for at all. I had to learn that quick. Coming from a single parent home, my mom had me pretty young, so once I got to a certain age, she felt like, I should contribute, faster. And that was at the age of 6 or 17 years old. Um, so I didn't get to really, I don't want to say I didn't get to enjoy, my teenage years, but I had to be put through the process of getting it on your own. And, I quietly understood that, I was the only child, I got a lot of things, I got a lot of things a lot easier than a lot of other kids since my mom only had a responsibility for one child, but it still was a tough upbringing because my mom she just lacked in a lot of resources, and it was hard for her to find connects for more resources. So when things got tough, they got tough. So I blamed a lot of people for what I had went through, but really when I was pointing at them, I always had three pointing back at me, as you see right here. Like I'm pointing at you, you always got three fingers pointing back. Well, I'm pointing at you, you always got three fingers pointed back at yourself. If I said that right, I didn't mean to stutter. But what I mean by that is, it's like you can say this person did that, that person did this. In all reality, you can bail yourself out of them situations just by fucking doing it yourself. Like that's what I learned. Like if you want some shit done at the rate you want it done, you probably don't want to depend on anybody unless you just find that person reliable. But eventually, if somebody's supporting you, they're gonna find one day where they don't want to support you anymore, and that day is gonna be the day where you're gonna be shot in the ass. What I mean by shot in the ass is that it's gonna be a real taste of bitter medicine, like people giving you the cold shoulder. To me, now that I'm older, I understand why my mom put me out in the force like that because she knew she wasn't gonna be able to provide. That was her way of telling me that she knew she wasn't gonna be able to provide, and fuck it. You want to act grown? Because I found, you get in those eras, and when you start becoming a teenager, where you feel like you're grown as hell. So what she did when I started acting like that, she made me go out and find a job, practice interview skills, all types of stuff, and I hated it. I almost hated her. I don't want to say hate because hate is a very strong word, and we don't want to, you know, cast that on. We don't cast hate out on anybody. But what I'm saying is just like I just didn't understand why she just didn't want to take care of me. I was still a kid, you know. In her eyes, I was not a kid anymore. I can go out and provide. I had two legs, I have, like I said, I was always a very bright. If you've heard my other videos, I've always been a very bright young man. But it was just like the stuff I wanted in life growing up. It was just stuff that it was unmanageable for her, so I had to go and handle responsibility myself. Now she never told me that's what she wanted me to do. It just clicked. I was like, oh man, she really ain't fucking with me, man. I'm asking for money, it ain't working. I'm cleaning the house, I ain't getting chore money no more. That's not no. You have to go and provide for yourself. I mean, if you think back, my grandfather. I'll give you guys another example of people wanting you to provide for yourself and your specifically your parents, or people just throwing you the cold shoulder. Not people don't want to help you. They don't want to help you based off. Hold on, let me restart that. People don't want to help you based off the simple fact is that they worked hard for their money. I know I'm sounding repeat, but I just want people to hear this. Based off their work, they work hard for their money, and they feel like if you're capable enough to, and this video is aimed at people that are currently getting cut off, and just seeing why people aren't reaching out to it, because it's probably about that time in your life where people want to see you do something for yourself and what you're capable of doing, especially if they're your parents. And I put this video out because it was just like, if my mom wouldn't have did that, and I want people to understand that, like, you're not gonna understand it right now because I didn't until I was about 21. I'm 24 years old now. I was like, oh man, this is what she was preparing me for, And especially I had a kid at the age of 19, 18 years old, so she really threw me out in the open. I was pretty much living like how she was when she first had me, and but what I did was, as I transformed it and changed it a little bit and put it into a little bit more overdrive. So I don't want to say my mom didn't work hard, but like, I had to turn the knob a little harder and sacrifice time from seeing my son because I wanted to go and pursue, schooling and just other opportunities that, just sacrificing a little bit of time at the beginning of his life in order to provide for him long term, even into his adulthood. I was able to learn how to do stuff like that, educate my mind outside of where I came from. So this is what my mom prepared me for. She knew I was going to be somebody bright, and she wanted me to start early so I can become a young scholar that people can, view and admire like they're starting to do now. Like, I don't mean to be gullible, like, but people really are starting to, like, telling me how much I motivate them, and I really appreciate that, because I never thought in a million years that people would value the stuff I had to say. Even the ones that don't want to say it, I can see the truth within their eyes now, because once you start building up a good spirit, you can sense when the hate is in the air, but they also want to congratulate you as well. And I see why, my mom took me through all that, because she wanted me to be able to be somebody great, and I was going to have to, because hard work, no hard work, nothing, you don't become successful without pain and suffering. No, like the simple fact today, I got off work at 6 a.m. today. Um, I had a class at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. I was done with class. They're all 2 hour span classes. I was done with class by about 1:30. I was about 1 o'clock. I got let out an hour early. I hit the gym with my boy Trey. We hit it for like an hour. I had work at the school from 2 to 7. Didn't even want to go to sleep when I got back home. And remind you, I drive 30 miles a day there and back, so a little bit over 70 miles a day to get back and forth to school. And I have work at 10. I also work a night. I work. This is my last week of the day working my night schedule at work. But I might be off a little bit off topic, but I wanted to throw that all in there. Like, I've been doing this for a while. Staying consistent will keep you. Staying consistent and doing stuff for yourself will make you successful in life. Because if you're waiting for somebody else to buy you success or to provide you with the success, you're probably going to be waiting a long time, and you're probably not going to get the success in the way you want it because somebody else is doing it. That's just like you go ask your parents. I'm going to use this for example. That's like you asking your parents for $100. They're going to give you that $100 at their own rate. It's their money. So if they want to give it to you tomorrow, for the fact if you go earn your $100, you can go out and take it out your bank account and spend it whenever you want to. You see what I'm getting, people? And I'm making this video a little bit longer because I wanted to emphasize on, you have to go get that shit yourself. And I aim these videos for younger kids, even adults. Like, you have to go get that shit yourself. Like, if you still living off your parents, um, to a certain extent, that's okay, but I don't want to judge anybody at all. But start building a portfolio to be more independent, because the results of you becoming something great, and I'm just gonna say, come out. I want people to be great from watching these videos. I want people to, strive for greatness, not just good. We got to be fucking great. That's how we make this planet or this country just a little bit more. If people just become a little less, I just see a lot of leechness going on. Like just people just try to attach to something and just ride the wave. Go ride multiple waves. You know, that's how you create a greater percentage of a path to being great. Multiple ways and like positive things too. Because negative is it's not gonna do you no good. It's just gonna lead you, to something that you didn't want your life to be, and then you just give up. But I don't want to keep talking too long. I got things to do. You guys got things to do. I don't want to be that guy that makes hour-long videos. This is just, something short, something quick. This is probably about my longest video on my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. It's TA Entertainment, and I'm out.